going to look at film stock today, and it's a slide film. It's Ektachrome 100. Now, Ektachrome is like a re-release by Kodak. It went away and they brought it back. Yeah, it was very famous when it was out the first time, obviously, and then they sort of not reimagined it, but they just sort of they brought it back. So the problem is with slide, especially, and Ektachrome, it's stupidly expensive. So when you shoot these kind of things, you have to think about it. Obviously, we want to shoot them, but like Ektachrome is, I don't know, 25, 30 pounds a roll, plus you're then going to pay, I don't know, 10, 15 pounds for development. So you're looking at like 40 odd quid. So if you want to have a go with these things, with these films, there's ways to do it that makes it a little bit more cost effective for you. And what I've done is when I get a super expensive film that I want to have a look at, I'll shoot it in a half frame camera, because instead of 36 I get 72 exposures. Now I know Kodak's doing a big thing at the moment with they're bringing back like plastic half frame cameras. Just don't bother. Buy something like an Olympus Pen camera off of eBay. I've got an EE2. These are amazing things. They're proper half frame cameras, and you know they'll last longer than the plastic things that Kodak are trying to flog you now. But these are great cameras. I mean, they've got Olympus lenses in them, phenomenal. They were designed for this purpose. I mean, the EE2's got an amazing history in the Vietnam War and everything like that. But yeah, so basically when it comes to these expensive stocks or anything that I just want to test, because when you've got 72, it takes quite a while to shoot it, and I find that I sort of travel more with this camera. I always keep one of these as a backup. They're just incredibly handy to have. But yeah, so I shot the roll of Ektachrome through half frame, so I've got 72 shots with it. So obviously that halves the cost, and it sort of brings it down to sort of a more manageable levels, having 72 photos for £45 as opposed to 36. So yeah, so we'll have a look through a few of them, and I'll just show you, what I got. Okay, so this first one, there's it's sort of like fields, it's cornfields. They've just been, the hay's just been baled. Now the thing is about slide, it doesn't have a gigantic amount of dynamic range, and you can see the sort of sky is blown out at the back. What else have we got? Okay, and this is me walking around the cornfield. It's really good with green, but you can see the sky's going again. And there's something you'll start to spot as you go through these, is that it seems to have sort of, I covered this in my filters video, it seems to be affected quite heavily by like sunlight, the blueness. So there's a blue tint in a lot of these photos. Okay, this is nighttime. This is sort of sunset going down. Fantastic colours on the left there, with the sort of, the sun hitting the clouds as it sort of goes down. I mean, it is great colours with this. And this is just like a doorway, a window I photographed, just like the reflections and everything, and it just looked really nice. What else we got here? Okay, this is a bit of Camden, and you can see more in this one. It's sort of hinting towards blue. It's got like a blue thing going on, especially on the, it's sort of, I don't know what it, well I do know what it is. So I think the next time I have a shoot roll of this, more Camden here for you, the Pirate Castle. It's a classic. I'm going to put a sky filter on here. This one, you see, it picks up the colours really well. Got the green. What else we got here? And this is another bit of Camden. These houses are really famous. But yeah, it's sort of not great when it comes to dynamic range. I think you have to shoot this stuff in a more controlled environment, or pay much more attention when you shoot it. And what do we got here? Oh, Chinatown. Okay, look at the reds. Great reds. Really, really nice reds. And what else have we got here? And this, I'm on the South Bank now, so I shot that ship in silhouette, and then you can see looking over to like the Canahan and all those weird buildings. But yeah, the blue is there. That sort of blue is in there, and then the final one, Tower Bridge. And you can see, I mean, it's great, but it has this misty blue thing going on now. Yeah, so there you go. And then there's another shot here looking over to the North Bank. So yeah, so it's a lovely stock, great, but it's one of those ones I think you really have to pay attention to when you shoot it. I think you really need to know what you not know what you're doing, but realise that it's got limits. When you get it going, you can see some of the colours in there, fantastic colours. But the thing is, it's expensive. So I mean, I think the first roll I ever shot of it when it first came out, I did it on contact with the Zeiss, and I had the same issue. I had a lot of blueness in the shots. I should have learned my lesson, but I put it in the EE2 to give it a go, just so I could get more time with it. Do you know what I mean? More environments to shoot it in. And yeah, you got the same thing. So definitely try it with a skylight, an A1 or an AB skylight filter over the front of the camera. See if you can cut down that blue haze. It might just be London, or you know, see what you can do with it. Great, beautiful, beautiful film. Hugely expensive, but the thing is, you know, if we don't shoot it, they won't make it anymore. So you've got to sort of keep your hand in, haven't you, by shooting a bit of it, but do it the most cost-effective way. And half-frame cameras, like, really are the best way to get your get value for money, really, with stocks like that. I mean, I think I've got, what have I got in this? I've got one of those weird motion picture stocks in here with a 85B filter on the front of it. 10 frames in. But yeah, so half frame your expensive stocks, find out how they work, and then pop them in your bigger cameras when you've sort of got your head round what you're going to get out of it. Anyway, hope that's useful. Thanks for watching.